to understanding who or what is influencing negative behavior and unwise decision-making within our children. Thirdly, our city must build stronger relationships with our children by enhancing our own programs like our Street Academy and our summer employment initiatives. The fourth and most important is strengthening our work with community partners, which I see so many of you in this room tonight, and then all of you, strengthening our work with everyone to find opportunities to prevent youth violence. We can do this together. Our youth must understand the promise is in a classroom, not a courtroom. They will find the promise in a book, not a cell block. And they will find the promise in a mentor, not a mortician. If we don't act now, the blessings and hope of the Kalamazoo promise will disappear for many of them. We have to act now. Now, unfortunately, despite our best efforts, we know we have lost some young people to the prison system. But once offenders have paid their debt to society and returned to the community, they are often unable to find work to sustain their new life. In response to this, these wonderful people recently adopted a policy to encourage those who do business with our city to not automatically exclude ex-offenders from employment. This new policy was modeled after a Battle Creek ordinance that was introduced by my colleague, Mayor Mark Banke of Battle Creek. Not only did we work together to address this need, we encouraged a number of other mayors to take similar action that would support employment opportunities for ex-offenders. Mayor Banke and I hope that this effort will be an example for residents, organizations, and local businesses as a way to help fill the gap for those returning to our communities. Mayor Banke, thanks for setting such a great example. Mayor Banke, everybody. You know, I could go on, and you know me, I can go on and on about the many great things that make up this community. How is it all possible? How is this all possible? It is about our people, always about our people. For over a century and a quarter, individuals put on uniforms or neckties, suits or badges to represent this city, grabbing a pencil, a broom, a calculator, or a shovel to provide public service to our citizens. I'd like to take just a moment to illustrate the realness of their service in a different way. So please sit back in your seats and listen to the voices and sounds of service to others. A call goes out.
Hello? Hi, Kalamazoo City Police Department.
Hi, I need an ambulance, please. I have a man that's not breathing.
Where at?
Christian Life Center.
1225 West Patterson, and there's somebody not breathing?
Yes. There's a medical response team with a couple of nurses that are administering CPR right now, but they're to make sure that you are okay.
So you're rescue for engine 5 and 51 to the Christian Life Center, 1225 West Patterson, for male subject not breathing.
Just to let you know, we are working a full rest. Just update to the patient has a pulse and is breathing now and on his way to the hospital. 5-1 is riding with life.
This was a much edited 911 response that occurred late last year. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure if he's here, but if Mr. David Bryant, the survivor of this cardiac arrest, is in this audience, would you please stand? There he is. There he is. Not only do we have Mr. Bryan in the audience, we have the people that helped save his life. I want you to welcome the Christian Life Center Medical Response Team, Public Safety Sergeant Scott Sanderson, Public Safety Officers Craig Johnson and DJ Caswell, Dispatcher Nikki Westfall, and Life EMS medics Gabe Podolsky and Breanne Byers. Would you stand, folks? Let us recognize you. These are our heroes. These are our heroes. Yes, sir. That's service. You know, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for what you did for Mr. Bryant. But there's a little bit more to this story. It's my understanding, and Mr. Bryant, correct me if I'm wrong, that you've just completed a CPR class. Has just completed a CPR class. And now he is able to pay it forward in the event of a cardiac emergency in his hometown of Battle Creek, Mr. Mayor, just like those in Kalamazoo did when they saved him, paying it forward. Now, I will tell you that I have a good commissioner, a good friend of mine, who works for the American Red Cross. And Commissioner McCann, if I'm correct, the American Red Cross is prepared to train any of us in CPR right now. Is that correct? Right now, prepared to train us in CPR. A call goes out.
Public safety emergency.
There's a fire at 1338 Portage Street. The house is just filled with smoke.
Can you get everybody out? Can you get everybody out of the building?
Yeah, I'll start banging on doors.
Yep, start banging on doors. We'll get somebody over there. Report of smoke in the hallways. Heavy smoke, 1338 Portage, 133 Portage Street for engine 2, engine 3, engine 6, and truck 6. 2-1.
26, we got heavy smoke coming from the north end of the building. We got a hydrant at Washington and Portage. We have evacuating. They're advising that there's a lot of people inside. Start me more units.
All right, 2-1 states heavy smoke on the north side. Hydrant is at the corner, and we still have people inside.
20 engine 2. I'm going to have you pull right up here on Portage Road in the front of the building. Tone a second alarm for this address.
And engine 4, engine 7, and truck 4 respond to 1338 Portage. I'm out 030.
Engine 3 can have the Portage in Stockbridge hydrant.
Can I get a couple of ambulances this way?
We have lights en route, sir.
We need crews with folks to come to the second floor and start pulling ceiling. The fire traps are starting to extend. An update from the roof. We're pushing heavy smoke. And we do have some extension and smoke pushing out of the southwest scuttle at this time. Ventilation hole that's being cut by Savula is just about complete. Got a boy in the window, second floor, south side. 1014 ladder.
The Red Cross is en route down there. Should be there shortly.
I'm with the apartment occupants here. It says the apartment should be empty.
Not only did everyone get out safely, 22 people were rescued from the fire. And I'm hoping that some of them are here tonight